Ladies and gentlemen, when PSG-1 by Marui comes to your company, well, it's exciting. When the same time Umarex PSG-1 comes to your company, it's even more awesome because you got two PSGs. Now, which one will win? Which one is better? Let's check it out. Alright, so let's start with Marui, just because it's legendary and it has been on the market for many years now. Now, it comes with this kind of a cardboard box with a sign Präzisionsschützengewehr 1. I'm sure that I'm butchering German language now, so Entschuldigung. Alright, inside, manual, some Japanese signs, I'm sure it's kind of manual also, more paperwork, the coolest thing I've ever seen. Now, extremely tiny package of BBs with totally no weight whatsoever, but you know you're in the business when the BBs come like this, just like precision ammunition. Magazine for the BBs, it's a low cap made of metal. Tools required to operate the replica, of course, cleaning rod. Now, this is adapter for tracer unit, loading tool. This is a tool to unscrew the end cap for installing the tracer adapter. Now that's very cool and very Japanese. Also a key for adjusting the stock. And of course the replica with a scope. So, as it comes very often with Tokyo Marui, most of the replica is made of polymer. So, unfortunately, receiver is made of polymer, but its color and texture resembles metal very, very nicely. So, you can't tell which part is made of metal, which one is not. Because those rails, for example, are made of metal. The element that connects stock with the receiver is also made of metal. Barrel, charging handle, and things like fire selector and mag release are also made of metal, also the magazine. Unfortunately, these are not steel elements. These are made of another kind of an alloy. Most of the parts are made of polymer, even this sexy looking grip that resembles wood very nicely. Now, adjusting the hopper. It's right here. Remember to always release the charging handle because the replica is EBB1, so this part moves while shooting and simulates working of the real slide. And be aware and never slap the replica like you would with the steel one or the real steel. Replica comes with a very nice replica of the original scope. This is 4 times magnification and it's got this rubber thing on it that prevents it from getting dirt or being shot. You can also illuminate it using the battery. So in the box we've got this tool that we use to adjust the stock. The cheek rest is on a spring, works with a spring, so you can just choose your height and then screw in so it stays secure. Also the stock pad is adjustable. You choose your length and adjust it with a key. But first remember to put in the battery that goes into the stock under this gate. You can use standard 8.4 small battery or long stick type battery 8.4 nickel NiNH. And that's what Marui says, so that's what you should do. That's in a manual, but if you choose another kind of a battery, well, it's on you. Now, PSG-1 by Umarex comes with this elegant and very durable polymer rifle case. Inside, we've got manual, speedloader, and of course replica with a magazine. Now, the replica runs with green gas. The magazine has an option to set it up so it does shoot without BBs. It's a very good for reenactments. Alright, so let's go with Umarex PSG-1. Let's start with the stock. Stock is made of polymer and it's adjustable just like in Marui one. I left the G-crest up after I had the high mount of the optics installed. The grip is also made of polymer and also resembles wood very nicely. It's also adjustable like in Marui, so is the trigger. Now, of course, it's a GBB and it's made of steel, so when you want to reload, you don't need to be afraid to give it a good slap. As for the safety, it also indicates on the other side what's going on with the trigger, if it's safe or not. Now, let me show you how to adjust the hop-up, because it's not such a simple thing to do. What you need to do is to take a flat screwdriver and unscrew this screw at the front. It has a spring tension. Then remove the hand guard, and here is the adjustment of the hop-up. For Chrono test, we'll use 0.2 Specna arms at BBs. As for Umarex, we will use smart gas, and as for Marui, we'll use 8.4 NIMH battery. Alright, so it's time for accuracy test, and I mean grouping. We will be using the distance of about 5 meters because it's rainy outside and it's almost 0 degrees Celsius, so GBB replica would not work very good while doing this. So it's just like a formality, but we will of course check the target. Now, usually you can see those rifles with tripods. What I'm using is a bag of 0.2 BBs and a case for a pistol. It's totally not a product placement. Oh yeah, it's made of polymer, so be gentle while doing this. Marui! Okay, I know how it looks like. I know I should use a lower mount, but I forgot to order one, so we get to live with what we've got. But there is a G-crest that you can adjust, and we've got steel replicas, so it likes to be smacked from time to time. Alright, so what is my personal impression after shooting both of those guns? As for accuracy on this very puny 5 meter distance, it's identical. They made just one big hole. almost sure that on larger distances Umarex would not perform as well just because it's GBB, so while shooting it moves, it gives you very nice recoil, and with every shot there is a bit less gas in the magazine, so the velocity drops with every shot. But the trigger works just like in a real firearm. The trigger in Tokyo Marui being AEG, is much different. As for Tokyo Marui's trigger reaction is also very rapid because it shoots with the piston pre-cocked. So there is very small lever under the trigger to less the tension of the spring after you finish shooting, not to leave the piston in its backward position. What more, they're both fun. As for EBB, you really don't feel much recoil. As for GBB, the recoil is very nice and it really brings a smile on your face. What can I say more? It's fun to shoot both of them. Alright, so comparing those two, it's a bit like comparing oranges to apples, because you know, GBB and AEG, totally different type of an airsoft gun. But as for reality, they both looks beautifully. As for more reality, Umarex is made mostly of steel and Marui is made mostly of polymer. So in this category, I think that Umarex will win, especially that being GBB, it operates like a real gun. Now, as for the accuracy, at this distance that we could check it, it's almost identical. As for how you feel while shooting, well, Umarex wins because being GBB you can feel the recoil, and even though Marui is EBB, the recoil is not so significant. Now, Marui comes with a replica of original scope, the Umarex comes with no scope at all. So, which one to choose? Which one is better? Well, I leave this answer to you in the comments below. Remember to subscribe our channel, and see you again in another episode of Gunfire TV. I'm sorry, I really can't pick. I really, honestly, I don't know which I would pick. Maybe Marui with steel. I don't know. See you again.